today we're going to talk about how digital social media is changing how we do things and how we can maybe harness it to do some of the things we'd like it to do. No matter where you are on the bell curve, that is the innovation adoption, you're behind the curve of technology. It is changing rapidly, changes every minute. So as we speak, new applications are coming online. It is constantly changing. It's not enough to just be on Facebook. I mentioned just a couple of other social media. What you want to do is get a cross action going with your social media so that the people that you meet in this media know that you're connected over here with media. So you can use Facebook as your central hub and connect all of those to Facebook if you like. Once you get to that point, that's all the basics, and that's a pretty steep learning curve just to get to the basics. You might want to start adding applications or apps. Just like your phone has apps, if you've got one of the more recent ones, your Facebook has thousands of apps, and those can increase the effectiveness of your Facebook. I've listed some in the handouts so that you'll have some, just kind of spark your imagination on the kinds of things that are out there. Obviously, in this short time, I could only scratch the surface of what's available. Social media is changing constantly. It's changing how we connect with one another. I know that for me it's rather daunting, but it's also exciting to learn the new language of social media. Fortunately, we don't have to be techies, although Jose is here with us, to use this medium. Now, I'd like to have each of our panelists share a little bit about themselves and their own connection with social media.
So it's interesting, when we talk about social media, we look at the whole picture. It's not only Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and this is really weird thing that's going out of business called MySpace. That's actually almost gone, which is kind of scary. But I also include my web. My web is part of my social media because I've got to get you to come and look at my web. And so when I'm talking to businesses and say, why is it important that you support the Denver Boulder Better Business Bureau? What I can tell them then is that in 2008, I had about 500,000 unique visitors, which is really pretty good. 2009, I did this really weird thing where we started advertising, paid advertising on these things called television and radio and paper that, yes, they say they're going out of business, but we're still doing it. I went from 500,000 to 1.5 million. And it didn't happen just because you were connecting to Facebook, because guess what? I shut mine down because I was worried about the security of Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and all that kind of good stuff. So there is still some place in this other type of communication to get you there. So I went to 1.5 in 2009. Now I've pulled back my advertising, but now I'm pushing forward my Facebooking and all that stuff. It's not me, let me tell you. It's really not me. But we're already at 1.5 million. We'll probably hit 3 million at the end of this year. So when I look at social media, whether I like it or not, it's here. So those of you who didn't raise your hand, that's not on Facebook or LinkedIn or all that kind of stuff, it's time. Turn the switch on.
We have professional networks we don't know we have. We just haven't put them together as a professional network, people that you communicate with for the purpose of networking. You know what? I'm kind of journaling my job search journey on my Facebook page. Are you on Facebook? I'd like to invite you to be part of this so that you can keep in touch. And what you end up doing is cross-fertilizing contacts in that nature. You can, just think how you can use the comment and like section on that Facebook page where you can see you've got John Doe of ABC Company, and you've got your status, and you say, I just had a great conversation with John Doe of ABC Company, and this is what his company does, and he was very generous to spend his time with me today, and I just want to thank him for spending his time with me today, and I'm doing a like on John Doe's ABC Company. And then as you're adding more and more people to that, you're going to see that John Doe of ABC Company, there's going to be someone else that was recommended to you to talk to down the stream, that they're going to know each other. They're going to have things in common, and professionally, in a business sense. And do you see what kind of a network you have created by doing this? And by using the social media technology, you have a much more convenient way to nurture and maintain and stay in touch like this.
It's good to engage people for the campaign, but you also keep people as friends for the long term. They come to the contest, they become friends on your Facebook page, and then keep them engaged for the long term. Another really cool thing about social media is that you can engage people in real time, and that's a cool thing about the ring contest. Every day that someone posted a new entry, I would post it, repost it, and I would make a comment on it, and I would say, what do you think about this? And then people would respond to that. So you can actually engage people on a daily basis. So it's really cool in that way. So I think social media for nonprofits or businesses, really, it should be a part of your overall marketing PR campaign. So I want to leave you with that.